Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark from another mother, brother from another mother, sister from another mother, and all those individuals who are my fans, of course. I just got up a little while ago, at least about an hour ago. And of course, I want everyone to know I am doing fine. And throughout the weekdays, I do make streams with my friends, associates from Vietnam and to Bangladesh, of course. I speak very fluent English, so I speak proper English. I do not speak American accent English. It's just proper English. Most Americans do not speak a proper English. And I articulate myself in a very particular fashion, which, of course, is very clear and fluent. That is all. Okay. You can understand me because I'm speaking every word precisely. Now, okay, how have you been, Thai? How have you been? I wave to you. Everyone who comes up in here, I say hello to you. I talk to everyone who joins. Hello to you, Taimine, Hassan, okay, Voli, okay. So I'm going to pronounce your names as I see it, because if I do not know you, I can't possibly remember your names, okay? And of course, I always got something to talk about, which of course is the COVID current situation now. And you guys should not be worrying about that. You should be worrying about yourselves and your own health. Because if the COVID is real, okay, then of course, then you should protect yourself at all costs. How have you been, Nurture? Okay, how have you been? I cannot invite you to the video chat because it will throw off the audio feed, and your signal is not strong enough in order for our audio feed to be perfect, because there will be some sort of audio feed. Okay, and there'll be a background, and there'll be noises in the background, and so forth and so forth. Okay, understand? I live in America, and you live in Bangladesh, Vietnam, India, Pakistan. I know this. Today is a good day, and I woke up today alive. I just want you guys to know I'm still okay. And lately, I've been doing other things on the side, such as making videos. How have you been? To mind, okay? How many have died in the U.S. from COVID? Well, basically, there's more people who died from tuberculosis. Okay, this is why I say don't follow the media. Okay, don't follow the media. Okay, that's all I want to know. You don't have to know who died and how much. That's fear tactics that the white masters use. Okay, Bill Gates or all sorts of Bilderbergers and Rothschilds. They trying to control the planet by using fear to control the masses. And once the masses are destroyed, guess what? There will only be 500 million of them, which is predominantly going to be mostly white. And it's not going to be you people, okay? Obviously. So you got to be careful with that. Of course, I already told you where they came from in the past. How you been, Push Pika? How have you been, MD Rewind? Okay. How have you been? All of you beautiful people. How are you doing? Okay. If you have terrible internet, your internet will be dropped. Okay. And I told you before, I have very strong internet going on 5G, and now they're already starting with they start with 4G, and they're starting the 5G process out here. And just, you can't join me now. You can't join me now. MD Red One, allow me to join. You can't join. You can only join by you watching me and writing, because I am only speaking here. Okay. If you want to do a stream, you basically going to have to be in my private group or get ready to start something, because in my private group, I'm going to make a few adjustments. If you are not active and you just are a watcher in the group and you're not active, I will start removing you guys from the private group. You have to be active at least a couple times a week. Hassan has been doing videos. I'm teaching and educating y'all guys to use a StreamYard, to understand the features of the StreamYard. And also there's a Restream, okay? MD Red One, I'm doing okay. Could I join you? You can't join me in this live video feed, okay? I'm just ranting on, just seeing how you guys are doing. And I get a lot of attention, and I get busy because I'm not getting paid for my services, my professional dynamic teacher services as a Black African American. because I'm not white. Okay, remember, every race is different. All right, okay, I speak my mind because I'm alpha. Okay, I speak my mind. I have no hate for nothing, but I do despise people who don't ask questions. Okay, people who jump to conclusions. I don't like those type of people. Okay, there's people who can't pay attention. They can't do a lot of things. Okay, let me see. MD Red Wine said, I have sent you the request to join. Yeah. Are you trying to join this live stream right now on the Facebook in this group? You can't do that. Only if I start the link to a stream, and then you can join from there. But right now, I am not doing a stream because I'm making some adjustments to my private group. I'm looking for individuals who can basically, can speak fluent English like myself, pretty close, at least 60 to 70%. I don't really join other groups, okay, because it's like irrelevant to me, because they're being controlled. Their administrators are being controlled by someone who is in Bangladeshi or another country. Okay, you don't want that, right? Do you want to learn from British, or do you want to learn from America? Please understand, America is more diverse than all countries. So why would you want to learn from Britain? I'm not hating on Britain. Okay, remember, there are different types of species in the world. Some people look down upon others. Others you should be aware of. Okay, so if you ask enough questions, you will learn. So in my private group, I will start deleting people like pretty much today, starting deleting, because it seems like people lay dormant. They don't do nothing, and they're not trying to be active out there. I'm just saying, at least once or twice, you make a video yourself. You're doing something out there. You got to do something. If you can't understand, then you should join one of them. Okay, you can't be in my private group if your English is off. You can't. And of course, if you're a teacher, you can join my private group because you can teach others. It doesn't matter if you're academic or not. Okay, this video will be posted on my YouTube. I am not doing a stream today. I'm just talking about how I am disappointed in my private group, because it's very important that when you are in a group, you should be participating. And if you have a job, there's time you have somewhere. You can show up once a week somewhere over the somewhere over the rainbow. You got time somewhere. And if you are not online at least once or twice a week, and I don't see your face, you are not that interested in learning proper English. You guys always tell me about how to speak fluently, but that takes years. English language is the most easiest language to learn in the world, and I can prove it. Okay, so if you have a question about something, you ask it. If you have a sentence about something, I will correct it. Okay. All right. I've been trained by my white masters. When I say master, it doesn't mean that I'm being a slave and he's being the master. That's a figurative speech. I'm a comedian. I'm supposed to be bubbly. Okay. Why would I learn from black masters? Okay. Which I have not been taught by black masters. Okay. When I say master, I mean teacher. Okay. There's different types of teachers, and there's different types of masters. The disciplined masters will whip you till you turn red on your back. Okay, you're a slave, right? But you learn something from that master, don't you? Mahatma Gandhi said it. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Let us turn our backs like Jesus. Okay, let us give up. Okay, we will not have to fight." And they end up killing a lot of those Indian people over there. Okay. Those imperialist white folks, okay? You should understand how that works now here. Hello, how have you been, Shurab? How have you been? Hello from Bangladesh. Hello to you from America, the United States of America. And of course, you should already know you should study a little bit of history of America, but it's not that important because it's a terrible, terrible history in which a lot of races died, okay? You shouldn't be worried about the COVID. You should be worried about protecting your own health and not being swooned by the media. The media is destructive. It is a tool used to twist and contort your mind. All right? Religion is the same. Okay? Focus on caring for one another in your proximity. and you will be happy. Focus on yourself first, because you got to start learning. Michael Jackson always sung songs about learning about yourself. There's a lot of educational programs about learning who you are. Okay? And it's very important if you have children, okay, or if you have people, try to tell people about how to care for one another, regardless of their race. Regardless of race. But there are some races which do not have emotions. And you got to be careful. You have to be careful because they were trained not to have emotions. And you have to convince them to have emotions to empathize with the rest of the world. I, however, have trained myself because I only empathize with people who have the ability to empathize. Okay? How you been, man? Okay, hello, Mr. Mandel. We missed your live stream a few hours ago. Well, I went to sleep. And of course I was very tired. I tried to start a stream like about at 4 in the morning. And you know that if it's 4 in the morning in America, it is about 2 a.m. in Bangladesh. Okay. No. 2 p.m. I'm sorry, 2 p.m. And so that was a good time. It's just that I went to sleep. And of course, this is a good time for me too. So as soon as I get up, Saturdays and Sundays, I either do a stream here, stream there. Hassan is doing a lot of work. Okay. I can't mention anybody else's names. I know Syed is doing a lot of work, but I haven't contacted him and we haven't been talking for a while because sometimes some jealousy pops up in there and people want more attention and want more attention. I don't care for that much attention. I am not getting paid. In America, everything is about money. Okay. No one does things for free. I am doing this for my own spare time, you guys. And I'm trying to find a way where it can be easy for y'all guys to have a bank account. So you can, if you each pay me one pizza, okay, or what is your currency, $1, I will be pretty much rich. I will probably be focused too much on you. But I have daughters and shit, and nobody's really trying to help me, and nobody's trying to help you. So I'm trying my best to see where you guys can start a bank account so you can have a Cash App or pay me monthly for my services, okay? So right now, I do have a Patreon, okay? Money is important, you guys. Because, you know, without money, we would... See, the barriers that keep human beings from having morality is religion is a great evil for a greater good. Because we need people to stay in check. Though white people don't follow it more than anybody else, they created it from the beginning. The Jewish people, the Zionists, Caucasian people created this pagan gods for you guys to fall into the trap, okay? So that's the first thing to keep the world in check. So we won't have too much more immorality of people sleeping with animals, people sleeping with underage children, okay? You know, eating babies, you know, we got to have some sort of limitations there. We got to create gods in order to have people fearing those gods that you can't even see. Okay, that's the first thing. That's the great evil, number one. Number two, we need trade. Because people are lazy in the world. People are always looking for a handout. Okay, technology comes from the aliens, okay? The aliens teach the white man these things so we can have these things that we can talk. So you have to understand that humans have a limited capability. So we have to get technologies that evolve through time so we can have better things. But it takes resources. And the resources come from where? The earth, right? The earth. So people who have control of the earth has more money. And so trade comes into play. So there's really mainly those two things that keeps the world in check so we won't go back to the medieval times. And those people who cannot understand me, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry that you cannot understand my proper English speaking. But as you go slow and steady, you'll be able to understand every word I say. I pause after ending my sentences. So you have to pay very attention or you can remove yourself. It's not a problem. Kalichi, how have you been? Okay. So the reason why we have to have these orders in place, because human beings incubate for like about 9 months. There are other races amongst us, the human race. Kalichi says, did you say aliens taught humans technology? Yes. So you have people who are born as hybrids in this world. So they kidnap certain individuals in the planet and they inject them with their different types of genomes and DNA factions. You don't know about this? Okay, and so we have prodigies, people who can remember things better. We have savants. Do you think there's just no other races, only humans? That's folly. Come on, peoples, come on. So white people are prone to have more slave mentalities because it is more of a genetic thing. They say the Anunnaki created them, bioengineered. And so their whole purpose is to slave for gold for this planet. So if they come back here and they don't have that gold, like Fort Knox and certain other places on the planet, it can be destroyed. We can have this planet destroyed by these demiurge gods from another world who have their own planet and they're moving around in space anywhere they want to go and shit. They're the ones who create the sun and shit. They're the one who created the moon. And everything is like a satellite. They can track us and trace us. But I'm not talking about conspiracy theories here. I'm talking about this shit is written in the Bible too in so many ways. So be careful. All right. So let's see. I don't think so unless we meet them. That's right. But you can't meet them because you know why? You're already indoctrinated. You're indoctrinated. That means that your belief system will be shattered. And if your belief system are shattered, it can kind of fuck with our evolutionary period. We're going to need some bounds, some chains in order to create the humans into a mixed race of beings rather than just one is more superior than another. That's a problem with one race. One race don't like other races, so they gave up. So now they want to merge and mix with us so we can eliminate this. Everyone was once a slave. You know that, correct? Okay, so you got that out of the way, right? Everyone was once a slave. Blacks, whites, it doesn't matter what happened in there. Everybody, including white folks. Irish people, German people. Okay, let me see. Kalichi, I don't think so. Well, you have a closed mind, and you're going to have to read more books. Trust me. Okay, let me see. Voli, match. Okay, how could you help me pronounce words like resalt and salt? Okay, let's do that right now. Resalt. Resalt are 2 syllables. Okay, very easy. Salt. Okay, not resalt. Now, resalt. You're seeing 2 different syllables. We got that out of the way now here. Now, okay, Kalichi says, I've indoctrinated myself. You've indoctrinated yourself. So just take out the word in, and that sentence will be correct. You read, that's a long word. You could say you re-educated yourself. You can write down, I've uneducated myself, because institutions are basically places where they try to indoctrinate all of you so we can keep under a certain set of order, which is good. Yeah, some evils are for the greater good. Please understand that. You can create your own mathematical equations. Did you know that? You know this. Y'all guys should know you can create your own things. You are your own individual unit. It will be encrypted to the rest of the world, but everyone can create their own thing. Is this a fact? Yes, it is a fact. Just because a few people got things together, that will be pseudoscience to you because you have not been there. What is a pseudoscience? A pseudoscience is something you have not personally discovered yourself. Anecdotal science is much more important. Okay? That means you're doing your own thing. Now, if you take in bits and pieces of information from immediate sources and you're watching, you're being indoctrinated. You're not creating on your own. You're listening to someone else. If someone's already done the research thing, you have to start over. You have to do it yourself. Trust me. Nikola Tesla sat his ass in a fucking hotel in New York because he created free energy for everyone. Guess what? That energy is lost. And anyone who tries to duplicate that imagery may be assassinated. So be careful. You creating free energy in your house? Are you trying to create energy, water out of thin air like this one black guy did? And they sabotaged his shit? People are creating new ideas, but people are sabotaging these things because they are jealous and angry and greedy. So be careful. And this is why I say it's good to share love. with children and make sure you don't try to sabotage one another, regardless of what races. But some races are not human. Some human beings are not humans. Please be careful of this. They cannot comprehend or they cannot empathize with you because of the way they was raised, guys. Okay? So I'm just rambling on and I'm just trying to teach you some things. I just had a conversation with a female. Okay? And this female was telling me my dad was wise. He was great. Okay? All right? And the thing is that I usually only need to ask a few questions to understand if the dad was really there, okay? And the female said to me, straight up off the bat, she thinks a man should pay. Okay? A man should pay. A man should take care and do all this stuff. But what about a woman who's not a virgin? What value do you put on certain things? Hallelujah. To make someone pay first, that they should pay. Who expects these things? Who is looking for a handout from the beginning when all they have is nothing but beauty? Right? So I don't understand how males will say to another male, you should pay if you're a man. And then you haven't been trained by a father to teach you the values of a woman or your own self. Right? I always say if a female's not a virgin, she got to be giving up something much more than that. If she don't want to be stoned. Is she a prostitute or something? Okay, well, what value can she bring if she's not a virgin and your firstborn child may be a crossbreed hybrid because she had some abnormal DNA left inside of her womb? What? Why? Why would you sleep with a woman who already had abnormal DNA inside of her body? Right? So you have to think of like that on a spiritual level because that child that you may be reproducing with that female may be corrupted. Think open-minded here. That's why I'll tell females, are you a virgin? When she's not a virgin, she has to be charged. That means she may have to be into polygyny with you. She has to go through the ringer. She has lost her virginity. Virginity is important. But what about virginity for a male? Okay, now it's not that important because men don't hold DNA in their nostrils and stuff, in their head, in their penises. They just don't. They just have to keep clean. As a matter of fact, it is wise for a man to have experience with multiple women, especially if those are his wives, because he knows how to use it and he knows how to not abuse it. Now, the thing is that for a woman, she has a cavity. She has a cavity. It's a cavity that stores things. Okay? While man does not have a cavity, it's external. It protrudes out from his body, which can be cleaned. Woman, you can't do that. She can't just dig in there and just get all that out. No. There will be some residue. Okay? But other than that, virginity is important. This is why you have religion. It may seem like a great evil, but most women don't follow religion or the code. They don't follow that shit, man. Okay? So I'm talking to you guys straightforward. Anyone who has good internet, you will be able to hear me. Anyone who don't have, your internet will be cut. All right? So I'm just saying I'm still alive and I'm talking about this female asked me, I had to digress a little bit here. This female asked me about how do you know if my father, I said, the first question, are you a virgin? She says, no, she's not a virgin. Okay. Second question, was your dad a strict man? Okay. She says, yes. And I'm like, okay, if he was a strict man, what happened? Now I'm switching switching my topic from her to the parents. And so what did the father do to try to make sure your ass stay in check since you lost your virginity? See, the question has to lead to one question to another. Now, the thing is that she said they were both still married. And I said that, so what influence does he have over the mother to control your ass from, so, and she didn't give me no vital information. But instead, the parents chose to put her in school. Okay, that's a flaw. Homeschooling is better than institutionalized education. This is definitely a fact, okay? I don't want my child being out with some strangers and shit. Would you want your child to be with strangers in a school when you can study everything at home? We have new technology here. We have these phones now. My daughter already knows a lot more shit. Some shit that I have never heard of before. My daughter can speak fluent English. Okay? Now, my daughter can speak English to the point to where I'm shocked because she has not been in school because of this COVID thing, right? So I recommend people to start homeschooling your children and start putting more valuable time in your children. And a lot of people don't really have that time. So you shouldn't really be having any children in the first place. So I say to her, right there, your parents right there are not mature enough to homeschool. That's a strike. Number 2, your father's not strict enough to keep your ass from not losing your virginity. Think about it. When I met my virgin wife in Ethiopia, I asked my wife, how did you be able to keep your virginity? He said, the father. The father is what keeps the daughter's virginity. Once a female loses her virginity, it's over. It's over for the female. What about, and the next thing is not just her virginity, it's her health. What the hell type of daughter is just going to sit around lazy doing nothing? That's impossible with me. That's impossible. You're not going to be a fatty patty or a lazy chatty sitting on the phone chatting around and shit. And that's a problem with society. It's dying down because, you know, when the population increases over time, then it will be destroyed. Because the more people that are populating the planet, the more resources are being used. When resources are being used, then there will be external forces to eradicate at least more than a third. Because most human beings don't have the capability and fucking research and or discipline to focus on one another so we can be like Star Trek, so we can go to another planet, so we can get out of this solar system. Okay? Just focusing on the sun as energy. Okay? Think about that, y'all guys. Let me see, okay? Vial says, how can I say this sentence correctly, sir? Okay. He died or he was died. Okay. You know, you have to say that dead, okay? Dead is spelled D-E-A-D. Okay. Hassan, hello, how have you been? And I'm glad you popped up in here because I got to make a little alert. I'm making an alert. Anyone in my private group who is not active within at least once a week, they're not active. They're just watching. If a month go by and they're not active, I delete them. Okay, it's not a problem. I'm going to start doing this purge right now because I'm like, nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's responding. I can actually see how many people who are online watching but not doing nothing. Okay, how you been, Hassan? Dead. Okay, which one is it? You say he died or he was dead. Okay, you know, he died. He was dead. He died. You can say those things depending on the context of the sentence. You know, the guy was dead. He was just dead. The guy was just dead a little while ago. He came back to life. I saw the guy. He was dead right there. Okay, now died is past tense. He died. Okay, but it also can be used for present tense. He died just a few minutes ago and came back from the dead. You can say that. He died. Okay, past tense. Okay, you understand how the words can be mixed and mingled, but it can be understood depending on the context of your sentence. Okay, he died. He died. You can't say he dead. Well, you can't say he dead if you're using a slang. Like, he dead, man. He dead. Like a lot of Negroes be saying, yo, he dead. He got dead. Okay, there's certain slings or metaphors. He dead. Oh, that motherfucker dead. He getting, you know, if you playing the video game and somebody's a comedian, okay, you remember the context now. If you're saying it in a funny slang type of way, like, and he got punched 3 times, like, boom, 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 and you watching a fighting game, he got hit 3 times. Boom, boom. Now, no, he's not dead, though. But somebody said out of the blue, oh, that motherfucker dead. He dead. He dead. That motherfucker dead. Okay, he's not dead yet, but it's a comical relief type of expression, meaning that he got his ass whipped and he ain't gonna survive. That's all it means. He got punched 3 times real hard. That's what it means. But he dead. He's gonna get killed because that's a fighting game. We're talking about a fighting game. He dead, y'all. It's kind of like broken English, but it can be used in a humorous fashion. Remember that English is very versatile. It can go this way and that way, and you can say those things in America, and people will understand you. And sometimes it will be considered as cute. It's very cute when you talk like that, even if it didn't make sense. And say, "Hey, that's kind of cute, man." They'll try to adapt that. They'll try to make it a fad. Okay, they'll try to make it popular. Okay, and so you got to be careful. If it doesn't make sense, they'll be like, "That doesn't make sense." Okay, but if you say he dead, man, it's like, yeah, he dead. That motherfucker dead. He got knocked in his head 3 times. That he dead. He knocked out. Dead means knocked out, or he's going to lose a battle. It can mean multiple things too. So be careful. So Hassan, okay, if y'all want to do a stream, from now on, we'll have to be at least 2 people. I don't want to start stream, and it's not like 1 or 2 people at least. Okay? If it's just me and you, okay, then it's okay, because Hassan has been pretty busy. Hassan has been very busy, and I be on his videos once or twice, and I'm like, that's good enough for me. I be on the internet once a week. That's like 4 times a month. 4 times a month I'm on the internet, which is great. But if you're not doing nothing at all, you need to be, I don't see your face nowhere. I'm going to delete you. Female or male, it doesn't matter. I don't care how busy you are. If I can't see your face on my group page, I am going to, on my public page, I'm on my video. You can stay on my public page, but my private page, I'm just making this clear. You have to be active. Okay? Now I see you down there, okay? If you're here watching me, say hello. Write something. Because I only see 3 people, which I know there's 6 people watching me, and it's the internet connection. Okay? You have to be active. You have to be doing something. Especially in my public page. If you want to learn English from, proper English from an American native. Okay? Men Haldo. Yes. And you are about to be deleted from my private page because you are not active. You like to look, but you don't do. Remember, in my private group, you must be active. You must be doing something. After a month go by, and haven't seen your face, even if Kim puts you in there. Kim likes to put people in there, but they're not enthused. Maybe they're being distracted. Okay, you should share. What you should do is share the streams that you are in and put them in my private group. Put them in my public group. Okay? Because I did not create my public group and my private group for nothing. So if you are doing other things, share my page. We're not talking about jealousy here. We're not looking for more attention, okay? We are trying to, you say you want to learn English from an American accent, right? I am that person. So when you're on that page like today, Learn English Today, and I'm looking on that page and I'm like, I don't even see no English Americans speaking, you are not learning, okay? You are learning from another country, okay? Then this is not for profit. Okay, though it can help a big deal, okay, please understand that I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Those individuals don't live in America. So the people I put upon my public page is going to be likely from America. Okay, so this is why you should share my public page group and also be active in my private group, because there's 2 different groups I'm only on. My private and my public. I repeat that again. There's only 2 specific areas that I'm usually in. My private group and my public group. Okay, guys? And of course, hello to you as our Maman. I was hoping that you can be active in my private group because I said this before. If you're just looking, you're not joining, regardless if you're working, I have to remove you because you're not really being active in the private group. You're like taking up space. Okay? And of course, you should all subscribe to my other Facebook groups, my other Facebook page, because I have just not this Mandel Evans. I have Martheus Knowledge, and I also have Martheus Zarcanius or something like that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So, how is your day going? What are you doing today? Anything you would like to talk about? And as I said earlier before, if you want to know if a female, because I talk about this because it's very important for guys in foreign lands to not give up their virginity so easily to be with any females. It is better to be a soloist and do things on your own. Keep yourself busy, keep yourself healthy. Things change. You know, I have encountered guys in this country. How you been, Rashid? What's going on? Okay, I miss you too, Rashid. What's going on? Okay. There are people in this country who are so depressed because they're not physically active. They're not doing nothing. They're not doing nothing. Sir, I have online classes every day. Super busy, sir. Okay, so share them with my public group. Okay, share them with my private group. Okay, share a link to my private group. Share a link to the public group. Because that shows right there that you are not interested in my group. That shows right there that you are busy with other things. And of course, but if you notice that you're teaching with other Bangladeshi who don't seem to be interested in proper English, like I teach, okay, then I can understand. Then you should just be with them, okay? But if you like to listen, but you don't want to give me no kind of feedback, you know, what kind of things do you need improvement on? Okay, you should basically come to me. Okay, it's not just you teaching them, because they're not going to learn if you don't have. Hassan is a great teacher. What's her name? Kim is a great teacher. Okay, there are some individuals that just are too shy or just too busy, and that's not going to fly in my public group or my private group. Good night, Mr. Mandel. It's almost 11 p.m. Okay, Volin. Okay. Thanks for your explanation. I really want to join you for many hours, but you know I'm trying to protect my health. Okay, I'll see you later. You take it easy. And I'm about to get out here myself to get me some breakfast, because I told you I just got up a little while ago. I've been chatting for like about 37 minutes. And so it is very important for you guys to stay solo. Do not try to get involved with women too much, okay? It is not wise. I believe the magic number for people to get married is age 30. Okay? If a female can't hold herself before age 30, she's garbage. Because right now I'm talking to a female from Ghana. No, Nigeria. I'm talking to a female from Nigeria, and she says she's a virgin, and I'm thinking about coming out there. I might be going to Nigeria. I will not travel to your country if there's no virgin. That's impossible. Okay? So you may want to get business. Now, I don't care about money no more. I don't care about it no more. It's too difficult. You know, I try to talk to the right people, but they look at me and they get biased with me. They get emotions. I don't like his face. I don't like his style of teaching. All right. So fuck you. Screw off. Okay? I'm not interested in money too much. But I am interested in virgins, okay? And I'm not interested in virgins for any sexual purposes. I want to have a family. I want to have multiple kids that can push my lineage of who I am, okay? Abdon Noor Sabah, how have you been? Okay, and also I was told that I would sound like a Muslim. I said, no, I'm sounding like myself, man. I ain't let no religion control me. I got morals. I know better. Okay, y'all guys don't understand that eating animals is immoral. You should know that. Everyone's doing something, you know, immoral in their life. But if you know you're consciously fucking animals and hurting children and hurting women, okay, then you're immoral. If you have no emotions whatsoever, then you're immoral, okay? These are the type of people that you have to stay clear of. It is very important to take care of your health. And for you women, it should basically be your virginity. Very fucking important. Janitor, how have you been? Now, Janitor has been keeping in touch with me lately. And I hope that we can have a stream one day. But she's quite shy. And it's okay to be shy. Okay? It's very good to be shy. It's good to be educated. I say, hi, sir. I am here. Okay? How many seconds did it take for me to respond to your question? I mean, to mention your words. I was wondering, does it take 10 seconds? Then I read it, okay? Because every time someone's posting something here, I usually mention that person is watching. So earlier today, okay, how have you been? Yo Assada, how have you been? What's going on? If you don't know me, anyone who doesn't know me and just popped up in here, okay, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, okay, USA, good old American, okay, white America, yes, okay, I can say that. America means white, okay, everything with America on it is usually going to be like a Native American, Native American, African American, okay, Swedish American, German American, America means white, okay. And to me, it means white, okay? Understand the history of America, you understand why. Okay, now I understand America may have originated from the Native Americans, okay? But understand this, they were here first. And they were black too, okay? So please understand that. And stop focusing too much on history. That's his story, right? Focus on your history. It's more important. Focus on helping one another. This is vital. Okay, peoples? This is vital. Discipline is important. Training and study is important. Being physically active is important. Keeping things simple is important. You don't need to do anything, make things complex. Okay? If you're trying to be an academia, then basically that's for people who have good minds. Okay, everything is okay in this world because we all are living in a prison planet. But understand this: there are some people who have they have handicaps. There are some people who have different gifts and abilities over that than those other people who have better memories. So you got to take the gifts with the gambler. Okay, that's what they say. Okay. Apples and oranges, baby. Apples and oranges. And so anything on your mind, you should write it down or forever hold your peace because I'm about to get out of here and I'm about to get some breakfast. Anyone, as I want to repeat to everyone again, I'm going to be deleting people from my private group. I'm going to be deleting at least about 5 people because they're not being active. And if you're not sharing nothing with the private group, why are you there? Okay. If you're not trying to start any streams in the private group, why are you in my private group? Now, in the public group, you can do whatever. If I see something interesting, it will be publicized in the public group. This video is pertaining to my private group and not really my public group. I'm just giving a heads up to those who are in my private group because I need to make space, okay? For those who are really eager to learn proper English. As I teach dynamic English again and again, I am not on the academic side. I am not professional. I am not monotone. Okay? I am not monotone like I don't do that. Okay? I'm not boring when I speak. This is why you probably haven't seen too many black African Americans, okay? They have better personalities than white folks. Yes. Overall, okay. There's more black comedians who are definitely on the top charts, okay? And of course, they learn from them. White people learn from them. And the only people I can think of who are white, who are extremely funny to me is Jim Carrey, Charles Farley, okay? And a couple others, but I can't think of them right now. And I know a whole lot of black entertainers. Okay, blacks are like worth $2 trillion because they have potential and they have talents. But they're not like as smart as white folks are in general, okay? We're just keeping it simple, okay? If you want strong genetics, you got to have a crossbreed, okay? That's what they're doing now. I have German in my blood. I have a little bit of Indian. Hey, ho, hey. And of course, I have African. Okay, you know, I got those three in my blood. It's in my genes, okay? All right? I'm more African. You can see my nose, certain features, lips, certain things are bigger, okay? All right? And my brain power, I get confused sometimes. It's like I'm schizo, so I can't study, and it's hard to focus. Voices talk to me, Holy Spirit, Indian tribes, and of course, I'm a mixed bag of full of shit, okay, right? You want to call me, right? Different races, different genes, genealogies, cultures, they merge, they're trying to merge. We don't need some race to say, oh, this is I'm a different breed. People call me African because of my features, okay? But sometimes some people say I sound white. Some people say I sound Italian. I'm like, how the heck? It's-a me, Mario. It's-a me. I say I'm not Italian. Okay, I know how Italians are. What are you doing next to my car, man? What you doing next to my car, man? But, of course, I'm about to get out of here, you guys. And thank you very much for listening. Since you are not saying something. Okay, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to post this on YouTube. And I will share it. And please watch my YouTube if necessary. Share. Sharing is caring. Peace.